For the first time in a really long time, I am doing a custom piece. We're getting ready to go to the nail salon. So we are going to show you the salon, how it looks. It has a piece of furniture that desperately needs me. I'm going to go grab it, bring it to the studio, and transform it completely.
Oh my gosh, Katie!
I come here every 3 weeks for Amy to take care of my nails. The funny thing is that she got me in as a client just so I can do her piece. And I ended up coming here for a year and I never did her piece. So I finally decided to do it because I felt bad for the piece, not for Amy. Sorry, Amy. It's the piece that called me, not you. She's gonna kill me. All right, let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here is the piece. It's been sitting here for a year now that I've been coming to the salon, and it's just calling me every time I come here. I look at me and it says like, oh my God, do something with me. Look how I look. Horrible, right? It's horrible. So we're going to take it out of here and we're going to do something fun with it. And we will bring it back at the end when we're all done, and we will show you how it looks in this beautiful salon. All right, we got the piece. We're going to the studio and we can start working on it. First thing first, we have to prep this piece. I will give it a good wash, patch all the holes and all the veneer missing, remove the hardware, and we are going to attach a piece of plywood in the back. So there's going to be probably 2 days of prep work. I'm going to prime it as well. So I will be working hard on prepping this piece, but once we're done with that, then that's when I can do my magic and when everything is going to come together, because this is so much work, but it's necessary for some projects. You just have to work hard to get to that finish line so the piece looks glamorous and beautiful. Another thing I have to mention is that this piece is going into a high traffic area. So it's in salon, it's not in the house of people where, you know, it has normal wear and tear. This is going to be in salon, so I'm going to approach it completely different. So right now, what we're doing right now is giving this dresser a nice bath. It's getting bathed. And right here is the reason why it took me a whole year to get this piece done, because of all of this. I exactly knew by looking at the piece that I am going to be in my workspace peeling the veneer for hours, and that's what we're doing right now, and I'm having so much fun. Yeah. No, really. We're in the second day of prepping this piece. I'm going really hard. I don't remember the last time I worked this hard on a piece of furniture. And the more I'm working on it, the more I realize why it took me a year. So now you know Amy. It took me a year because I knew what I was facing. I will personally never buy this kind of piece of furniture just because it's so much prep work. But I'm going all in. I'm filling up all the chips of veneer, filling it up with Bondo, sanding it. I sanded pretty much the whole piece and then added even more Bondo. Carlos is prepping the piece that we're going to attach in the back of the dresser, a little thin piece of plywood. So while he's working on that, I am prepping the piece. I removed the hardware. It was in horrible shape. I realized the hardware was not even real brass, it was bendable. So I decided to get rid of it, close the holes, and I got rid of these little decorative things that were around the knobs, the key knob. So it's actually the keyhole, it's not the knob. But what I'm going to do now is create some molds that I already have using resin, and then I'm going to attach that on these 4 drawers, and then I'm going to create another mold to attach on top drawers. So that's still prep work. Once we attach that, we still have to prime, sand, prime, Bondo, just keep going. But what I'm really excited about these molds and attaching them is because one of the molds is my new mold that I designed with resin with Prima, and I'm going to show you how it looks. The one for the keyholes is called Grandeur Keyholes, the one that I use all the time because you get so many designs. And as I said, I'm using my new one, Imperial Intricacy mold, which I really like, and I'm so excited to try it out because I just got it in the mail and I decided to just put it on the dresser because why not? Amy, you're gonna be stuck with me forever. Day 4 and we are finally done with the prep work. It took me 3 days. This was a massive amount of prep work to do on this piece, but we're finally done and now I can paint. I'm going to keep the color that Amy wanted, and that was white. I think honestly that is matching her studio the best, her salon the best. So I'm going to use Anislon satin paint. I probably will need 2 coats. The reason I'm using satin paint is because I don't need protection. It gives you a nice smooth finish. It looks very modern, and that's what I'm going for. You can use a brush for this paint or a roller. I prefer to use a roller. It goes fast and it gives you a nice smooth finish. And we're into the new week, day 6 of working on this piece of furniture. It's looking fresh and crisp and pure white. It has some moldings. I'm going to add some gold because of course I have to add some gold, and it's matching Amy's studio. We're going to add some new hardware and wrap this up because I can't wait to see how it looks in her studio.
Those are so beautiful. Fantastic.
Right, and this is actually my mold.
Yes, you made that.
Yeah, this is actually the one I designed. It's designed with Prima, and these are just, you remember you had those
Yes.
ugly one?
Yeah.
So I made them all custom, and I thought the knobs can match these knobs, and it has gold, so for a touch of glam. And it's just, you know,
It's beautiful.
it's just clean and white, and I kept it.
Oh, it feels so much like, oh, it fits. That big brown thing was just,
It was so like serious, like, you know?
yeah.
This is just like romantic, and so
I love it.
I hope you love it.
Thank
because
you.
I pour my energy, mental and physical into
Yes,
it.
I know. I knew it was going to be
Yeah.
a challenge, which is why it sat here for almost 3 years without being done. So,
Yeah.
thank God you came into my life.